All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords, and that's always bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. So, as you guys come in, let's see, well, tonight's topic is the ridiculousness in trucking. The ridiculousness in trucking. Something that happened to me Friday night. Something happened to me Friday night and stuff. Oh yeah, you guys come in, give me an audio check, let me know everything is good, and we'll go ahead and break into tonight's science about the ridiculousness in trucking. Cause I know I've been falling off my square lately. You know, I used to do the lives every Saturday, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and so I was hoping that, all right, appreciate it, that everyone would kind of, that things would kind of, get to a point to where, I can step off and, I can, step off. Oh, you know what, Rashawn? I know. I finally figured out who that was. So yeah, all right. I finally figured out who that was. So the last name kind of gave it away, but yeah, I was hoping that everything would kind of work itself out, because the flexing and stuff doesn't stop. You've been paying attention. Ain't nobody been flexing up here. It's a lot of folk been out here real concerned, like, hey man, dude. We're in the process of about losing everything, with these ridiculousness and the high fuel prices and truck prices and parts and all this other stuff here, man. It's just one thing after another. So, I'm not, the flex culture is not what I was too concerned about. What I was concerned about was people putting out all this misinformation, because that seemed to be very prevalent last year too, when everybody was getting this money. They was setting folk up to try to get their authorities and all that other stuff there. So, I mean, you don't even see these people anymore now. You don't see them anymore now and stuff. And so, for the ones that are still there, they kind of done moved to the side a little bit and done got quiet. And so I'm like, well, hey, yeah, you're right. You're right, Dale. Yeah, this whole thing done humbled a lot of people, but we were telling folk yesterday. We was telling folk not yesterday, we were telling last year and stuff, man, that hey, with everybody getting these PPP loans, SBA loans, and all the other stuff, they're like, you kind of need to chill out and see how things gonna work itself out. Don't be quick to jump to every program, to try to get yourself established and whatnot, and then you have no clue as to how this whole thing is going to turn around and stuff, man, and just fall flat on his head. What's this guy doing? Okay, he got something else going on. So, we was telling people that not to discourage them, just say, man, listen, hey, come on in the industry, but just don't jump at the first thing and stuff that's the first thing that's available, whatever. Like, hey man, they got a truck. Yeah, I'm going over here buying this truck here, and I don't care what I got to put down. I don't care what the interest rates is. All this stuff. Hey, look, as long as I got a truck and I got my own thing, and so everybody bragging and flexing and stuff. And so I'm like, this year ain't too many people bragging and flexing. Even the ones that can do it ain't. Even the ones that can do it and stuff, they done bagged off, I mean, it's a sense of humbleness, kind. They saying, well, I don't want to, yeah, we doing good, but I don't want to put it out there and stuff to make folks that aren't doing so good and stuff, feel bad, because we got an understanding of how things work in the industry, and this person, well, they got hustled or whatever, so, So Friday, I was making a delivery up there at Stop and Shop over there at Sonic. And so when I was pulling to the gate, this guy was coming out, and he had one of those Lone Mountain W900s, from last year. Remember they was selling a whole batch of them and stuff like that. Remember, I said I was thinking about getting one. But I had to see how much the down payment was. So I said if it was going to stay around, a certain amount, then I was going to go ahead and get it. So I kept calling Lone Mountain and kept asking them, hey man, listen, when y'all getting the truck? Well, they said it was going to be around. They told me when they were coming in, but they didn't determine how much you was going to need down for the truck. So that was just a mystery. And then when they finally revealed it, I had to do some deliberating and stuff. But then when I finally decided, I said, yeah, I'm going to go for it, the first batch was gone. So then you remember the trucks went up from 17,000 to 28,000. And then, no, it went from 17,000 to 30,000 to 33,000. And then they sold out all the trucks, man, stuff. So, but I said I ain't putting that much down and stuff, guys. I'm like, yeah, it's a new truck, but then I got to deal with the new truck issues and stuff like that, particularly that emission system, guys. That could just take you around out the game. So, I just decided not to mess with it. So, but now, wait a minute, hold on. So getting back to this guy here over there at the Stop and Shop, when he shows up at the security gate and stuff, I was going to ask him, hey man, how you like the truck, how everything holding out. So when the guy came up to the truck and I was asking him, he was saying, yeah, it's his truck. And so I was like, well, yeah, I got my truck through Lone Mountain too. And so when the guy, I told him what year my truck was, and the guy told me what kind of truck I had, I was like, okay. Now, I thought I heard him wrong and stuff, right? And then he said it again. He misclassified my truck. And I'm like, okay, for a person to have a Kenworth W900 studio sleeper, and then he miscategorizes my truck and stuff. He looks at my truck, see what it is, and then call it something else. And I'm like, this guy really doesn't know. So then what really worried me was when he was walking away, he says, man, I'm going to go get me another one. I said, yeah? So what you going to get? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go get that 2023, that T800 from Lone Mountain. That's okay. All right. Yeah, so when he did that, he also told me he had his truck for over a year and stuff, right? So when he said that, I said, well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I need to get back up here and start doing my thing, guys. This guy looks at my truck and calls my truck a Kenworth. 2013 Freightliner Cascade. You can't, it doesn't look like a Kenworth in any kind of shape, form, or manner. And he calls it that twice. And I'm like, when you misclassify trucks, that means that you're lacking a certain knowledge. You're lacking a certain knowledge, man. I'm like, now, you got the top of the crop, right? You got the top of the crop. So for people who usually make the decision of getting W9s and Peterbilts and all this stuff there, they got a pretty good understanding about the trucking industry, how things work. Well, at least that's what I thought. But yeah, when that happened, I said, yeah, I better start getting back out here on this ground and doing my lives a little bit more often, because when I'm talking to you about certain things, like I said, I use certain words and certain feelings to see just how far along you are in trucking to see if you understand it. So this guy here clearly didn't understand it. So, I mean, he just, to make conversation with me and stuff, he's talking about things that don't make sense. I mean, he's talking about things and stuff that absolutely don't make sense. And I'm like, yeah, you was in that PPP era, you know. Right. He was in that PPP era. He got the money. He was the SBA and stuff, and so he got the money, and he seen the truck, and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one," and not really have any kind of understanding. Well, hey, look, I just got the truck because it looked good, but doesn't really understand the dynamics of how things work and stuff. To say, well, even though I have the money to go get a W-9 or a Peterbilt 379, my knowledge right now and stuff will tell me I need to stay more in the fleet model, in the base model trucks and stuff, at least until I get a better understanding on how things work, right? And then I can step up, And then I can step up. It's like, well, people getting their tax returns, they getting their tax returns every year, and instead of them just going to get a car that they can afford and something that's reliable, that's a good daily, well, I'm gonna just go blow all my money on a BMW or a Mercedes or some luxury car, used, and not have any kind of understanding of the car, and then you just one breakdown from getting the car repo. So, yeah, I said, man, I better get back out here and stuff, and I better get back here and start pumping these videos and start doing more Q&As, because, some folk really need some help out here, and, I'm not the type of person to sit there and, I'm not the type of person to sit there and hold it against you if you don't know, but you should know for the purposes of protecting yourself and your business, because I want folk to succeed. And, just taking that little time off and stuff, man, I can see where, things are just kind of lacking there. And, I don't want folk to power, if you don't know, you don't know. But I don't want you power through this thing and thinking like, well, okay, I'm going to eventually figure it out and stuff like that. And that's just not the case, man. If I know and I can help you, then I'll put the information out there, and that way you ain't got to power through nothing. There it is. So, just follow the formula and you should be fine. So, let me show you some of this ridiculousness that's going on, right? That people are saying that, hey man, you know what, I can deal. I can deal, right? Because I never would have thought that, Ohio truck sales, right? Y'all know I've been back and forth with Ohio truck sales, and so with Ohio truck sales, you know how it works. Yeah, they got a good selection of W9s and Peterbilt 379s and stuff like that. But I never thought that their pricing would be better than going to some of these truck lots and stuff, and their interest rates and all that. But I mean, it's like, dude, right now, hey, just like I told the finance people, I said, if I ever thought about getting another truck, y'all be the first people I would call, guys. I mean, I'm looking all over and I'm looking at these prices, and it's like, what in the heck is going on? Like, the outlook of business, you're trying to tell me that you're comfortable enough to spend $300,000 on a truck. You're comfortable enough spending $300,000 on trucks. So in a 4-year period, you're going to get this truck. You're talking about a little over $250,000 in 4 years, and the only thing you're going to have is just a truck, and that's it. A little over $250,000, and all you're going to have is a truck with 500,000 miles on it. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, hey man, what's your outlook? Where are you going? Cause like I said, this lease program stuff, right? I'm like, $1,400 a week. $1,400 a week. You gotta do it for 52. You're doing it for 52 weeks for 4 years. For 4 years, 52. You're doing 52 payments of $1,400 a week. I'm like, dude, that's $72,000 a year. 72,000. That's $72,000 a year. Okay, 72,000, and you're not coming up with a plan to say, well, look, okay, I'm just gonna. The chess move is I'm gonna get the truck, and then I'm gonna fix everything in between there, and what money I save and stuff, I'm gonna go to a finance institution and get a truck at a fair marketable rate. But it's like you got the truck, and the first thing you're doing is going to the chrome shop. You're going to the chrome shop, and you getting all this stuff. You know, you getting all the antennas and the windows tinted and all this stuff. I know what that is. You know, you're not fooling me with that. When you start going to them chrome shops and them audio shops and stuff, and you know, I'm seeing now you got chicken lights. Now you telling me that, okay, it's a chess move, right? And I just laid it out there, $300,000. You know, $300,000. Well, actually, it's $319,000. And you're taking this brand new truck and going over into the chrome shop and getting all this stuff in, throwing chicken lights on it, you know, and tent and all that, and getting your antenna set up. I know what that is. You're setting yourself up to get comfortable. And I'm like, dude, that's way too much. I'm like, so you won't go take the money that you're going to the chrome shop with, you won't take and go find somebody to fix your credit. You won't find, because I'm like, dude, your credit is not as bad as you think, because this is the first time that you're actually going into business. So, well, how's your credit? Well, man, you know, I did a couple of this. I might have a repossession, you know, that sort of thing there. Like, man, that's nothing. That's nothing. You're not really in big, right? You're not really in big. So why not take your first settlement? Find someone that can fix up your credit and start getting your portfolio in order, right? Now, you don't have to set it up right away, but you gotta have something, man. You gotta have something. But you telling me is that you're comfortable and you're cool with the fact that you're gonna be in this program for 4 years and spend $300,000. And I'm like, there's better ways of doing stuff, because if you're doing $72,000 a year, right? Okay, let's just say you go the route of Ohio Truck Sales. Let's say you go the route of Ohio Truck Sales. Most of their trucks and stuff are most of the trucks that are worth something are anywhere between $72,000 to $80,000, right? These are trucks that you can get in and you ain't got to do too much to them and stuff, right? You just get on ahead and ride. So, what the interest rate at Ohio Truck, the people that you're gonna get the trucks financed through, is 42%, right? You got to give them 40% down on the truck, and the interest rate is 42% on the truck, right? So they're giving you 3 years. They're giving you 3 years to pay the truck off. So basically, you put $42,000 down. The truck is, oh man, this phone on me. Okay, all right. You got to put 40% down, and you're gonna be financing at 42%. So I'm saying that's worst case scenario, right? That's worst case scenario. It's guaranteed financing. So if the truck is gonna cost you $72,000, you put down 40%. So you're looking at a little over $30,000 down on the truck. Now, if you was gonna be in a lease program, right? If you was gonna be in a lease program where you was gonna put down $72,000, now you're giving them $72,000 because you're getting ready to get comfortable, and you're doing that at $1,400 a week. So you get this truck right here, you put 40% down, that's $30,000. So you still got $40,000. You still got $40,000 that, even though you was in that lease truck, you had to pay that. You got to pay it. If you're going to be in that lease program and you're going to stay in for 52 weeks, they're going to charge you that money. So You take that money there, that $40,000. You take that $40,000 and you can start working. You can start working with that in your business. So that means that you already got the truck. You already financing it. So the only thing you gotta do is just make your payments every month for 12 months. Make your payments for 12 months and stuff. They not gonna knock you in the head. They not gonna knock you in the head and stuff. Not like the lease program is. Cause the lease program, if you're doing 14 a week, right? If you're doing 14 a week and stuff, so let's see, that's what, 16 carry the one, 16 carry the one, let's see. So you talking about 5,600. If my math is right, you know what? I'm wrong. My math off. It ain't 56, it's $6,000. It's $6,000 a month. Right? 14 times 4. 14 times 4. You know what? I'm wrong again. It is 56. It is 56. So you talking about $5,600 a month versus whatever they're gonna charge your stuff in 3 years. So you figure, okay, 42% interest. 42% interest. They'll throw you right back. At 70. You know, let's do 72,000. So you take 72,000, divide that up by 3. You divide that up by 3 and stuff. So you talking about let's see. Okay, so you take, Brandon, I ain't messing with you, man. Okay, you're taking 72,000 and dividing it up. So they give you 3 years, right? 36. They give you 36 months. 72 divided by 3. So that's a little. That's almost what, 20. That's a little over $20,000 a year. That's a little over $20,000 a year. So you already took a $30,000. You already took a $30,000 hit. Then you took on the first year another $20,000 hit. So you still in the good another $20,000. You still in the good for another $20,000. So year two, that's all money right there. That's all money right there and stuff. So you still looking at that same $72,000. You're looking at that same $72,000. So out that $72,000, you still got to put up another $20,000. So you still got $50,000. You still got $50,000 to put towards your business. You got $50,000 to put towards your business, because if you was in that lease program, you would still have to pay that money. You would still have to pay that money. So you got $50,000. That's on year 2. Year 3, same thing. Okay. Year 3, same thing. You still got $50,000. That's towards your business. Now year 4. Now remember, they financing the truck at 3 years. So on the 4th year, the truck is paid off. The truck is paid off. So you get the whole. $72,000. You get the whole $72,000, because if you was leased on, you would have to pay that. You got the same, that $72,000, that's in your pocket. So you trying to tell me with $50,000, they got you covered on the worst case scenario. You talking about what's the worst thing and stuff, right? You talking about catastrophic damage, right? Catastrophic damage, but you already prepared for it. If you already keep your mind in the fact that, okay, I was going to get in somebody's lease program and get comfortable in it, so I'm taking this money right here. I'm still working for the same company, because it's guaranteed I'm going to make this money, because if they knew that you weren't going to make the money, they wouldn't even set the program up to start with. They wouldn't set the program up to start with. So I will give them that fact that their outlook and stuff is, somewhat great, because they saying, well, it's not worth us making this type of investment if we know that we ain't gonna get this type of return back. You know. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Catastrophic, right? Catastrophic, but see, you already got the money put up. So If they saying, well, you can go either way. You saying, well, hey, if the motor can be saved and stuff, you go the in-frame route, then that's fine. If you the motor can't be saved, and they saying, well, you got to go to crate, you got to get you another motor, you can go that route there and stuff, right? You still got $50,000. You got $50,000 to work with and stuff. That's in your business based upon what you do with the truck. So that's money that you can borrow against yourself to take care of stuff in your business, as opposed to paying them every week and you can't do nothing with it. So you got that 14 on top of whatever happens to that truck. So you covered on the first year. You covered on the first year, but remember, you so comfortable, you saying, well, you know what, it ain't worth me getting out here grinding because the truck brand new, the truck break down, well, all I gotta do is just have bill money. When the whole purpose is that if it's a chess move, right, use the truck for what it is. If your paper ain't straight, this your time to get it. But I mean, minimize the stuff that you got to be a minimalist, because you can't get comfortable until you got ownership of stuff. But you rather just go and throw the hat in and stuff and say, well, yeah, all right, I'll do it for 4 years. I'll go ahead and do it for 4 years. And you gave them $300,000 and all you got is just a truck that got 500,000 miles on it. I'm saying, at least if you go the W9 route or whatever, because people are always talking about, well, I'm going to go over here and get a second truck, just like this dude I met over there at Stop and Shop. You over here with this W900 that you got from Lone Mountain, and then you got this truck that you got from Lone Mountain, and I guess you're doing okay and stuff with it, but I mean, you're going to tell me you're going to go over here and get you a brand new truck now, when the truck that you got is fairly new. I'm going to go get me another one and put somebody in it. All right, then what's the game plan? What's the game plan? Because the guy ain't going to get in the truck and just drive for nothing, but if you ain't got stuff ironed out, right? If you ain't got things ironed out, he ain't going to stay with you very long. If you ain't structured, he's not going to stay with you very long. You just telling him and stuff, barking a whole bunch of orders. Okay, man, look, don't idle the truck. Don't idle the truck and stuff, man. Don't be driving the truck fast. Okay, but then when it comes toward the business side of stuff, it's time to get paid. His money a little late. Now you over explaining to him and stuff. Oh, well, man, see, they didn't pay me, so I can't pay you. That sort of nonsense there and stuff. And so you know what he gonna do. All right, man, leave your truck somewhere and stuff like that, to give you that, like what that dude did at Rail, put all that fish and stuff in there, and then left the truck over there on the side of the highway. That nonsense there and stuff, right? So, I mean, people coming to work for you and they expecting to get paid. Look, I done did the work and stuff, and, I expect to get paid, man. And so, trucking is an industry now that even as a company driver, I never would have thought in my 20 years of being in this industry that as a company driver, you can make six figures. Being a company driver, you can make six figures. That's how far things came along, but they know that in order to make that six figure and stuff, man, it's gonna be that guy that ain't going home. It's the guy who recognize, yeah, I can make six figures, and I'm gonna go over here and get this money because I got plans and stuff. Instead of you can't be that home every weekend, home every day, home every holiday type guy. He ain't gonna get it. And then get mad and stuff because he ain't getting it. Oh, it's it's the company fault and stuff. They ain't running me enough. Well, you got to be home like that. You got to be home like that. You got to be under your woman. You got to be under your woman and stuff. Your kids and all that other stuff. All your family and everything is important, which I understand. But it's like, if they important, then look at your position and say, well, look. Do I want to live in apartments for the rest of my life? Yeah, we living okay, but we could be living a whole lot better. The housing market. The housing market and stuff. Man, the average house now and stuff $350,000. That's starting out $350,000. So I mean, it this is what you're dealing with right here. So you talking about, man, if if they ask 20%, if they ask 20% and stuff, right? So you got that plus closing costs. You got that plus closing costs, and then you got 30 years on top of that. You know, you sitting over here in your 40s in your first house. You know, you got 30 years you got to do on top of it. So I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, it's time to look at things and stuff seriously and say, man, look, okay, this is some real ridiculousness out here and stuff. So I got to get this stuff down packed to know that I can get my money and I can get my money consistently. Otherwise, that, man, you know, that I'm gonna keep running into the same thing, jumping into somebody's lease program. That lease program didn't work out. Then you in this one, and now you just, you know, went through 10, 11 companies and stuff with these lease programs over there, getting comfortable and all that nonsense. So you know, so that's where it is and stuff, man. I'm like, dude, yeah, it's like that. You can do it because you're doing it for everybody else, but you know, when it comes to yourself, now everything is all different. And see, I want you to look at this nonsense right here. Look at this nonsense. This is the ridiculousness and stuff. So I seen this. And I'm like, man, you know what? Make this make sense right here. Make this make sense. A 2020 Mack Anthem, they want $80,000 down for the truck. $80,000. And then they want for 40 months they want $2,250. So that comes up to about, so you're putting $80,000 down, right? That $2,250 for 40 months come up to about $90,000. That come up to $90,000. So you got $170,000. You got $170,000 stuff on a truck. And so let's go into it, right? Let's get into it. So we look at, I told you, look at the live inventory. Look at the live inventory and stuff. And so here it is. The truck got 273,970 miles on it, and it's in Georgia. Okay, wait a minute. All right, so they changed this right here and stuff. They want $55,000. They want $55,000. Okay, yeah, all right. So I kind of messed up and stuff. But all right. So 55,000, right? So they knocked off what? Let's see. So what you talking about? So they knocked off. Let's see what that's 55, 65, 75. So that's 20. So they knocked out 20. They knocked out 25,000, right? They knocked 25,000 off the what you call it stuff, off the what they asking for. Okay, so what are you getting with the truck? So what are you getting with the truck and stuff? Let's go back in here again. All right, the features. It's a 445 horsepower. It's 440 horsepower and stuff. Let's see, 308 rears, double bump, 12-speed auto shift. But this the thing you need to be paying attention to right here. Remaining factory warranty on the truck. So the truck is a 2020. The truck is a 2020, and it got 273,000 miles. So what the warranty is either you got 500,000 or 5 years, whichever one comes first. So the truck is already knocking at about 300,000 on the truck. It's already knocking at 300,000 on the truck, right? So, so usually around that 4th year, what's the problem? What's the issue you're gonna start having? Emission problems. On that 4th year, you're going to start having those emission problems. It's already got, so the truck was probably manufactured in 2019. It's probably manufactured 2019, so that means you got two more years left. You got 2 more years, year and a half left. So you see, that's the ridiculousness stuff. That's the truck that dude was talking about trying to get right here. Now, it said limited inventory and stuff. That means you got to call and get the price and all that stuff. I wonder how much. They probably want $80,000 down on this truck if they don't show it. Hold up, they got live inventory. Okay, they not even showing it. They not even showing it yet. You got to call for pricing. So, you know, if they want $80,000 for that 2020, right? If they wanted $80,000 for that Mac, right, then you already know. Then you already know and stuff. See, you know, 2017, they want $20,000 down for the truck. $20,000 for 17 and stuff. This 18, we already done discussed. We already done discussed this W900. This W900, 2018. I went and got, so they got this truck. That truck came out in 2017. In fact, this was probably the truck that I was going to get right here. Now, this truck here, when it first came out 5 years ago, all they wanted was $12,000 down for the truck. $12,000 down, $26 a month for 60 months. So in other words, Lone Mountain 5 years ago, their interest rate was anywhere from 6. It was 6.5 to 7.8%. That's what their interest rate was. That's why everybody went to them. Every one of these trucks right here and stuff, especially that one, 42. They want 42% down. 42% down on the truck. 42%. Went to Lone Mountain. You went to Lone Mountain and stuff, man. That's what you was paying. What is thing at? What my case at? Hold on. So that was the interest rate over there. You was doing anywhere between the interest rate. I mean, yeah, your interest rate and stuff, man, was anywhere from 6.5 to 7.8. 7.8 and stuff, but that's if you went and got the new truck. So I'm saying their interest rate and stuff, and the thing was that it didn't matter, you know, everybody had to pay the same thing. So if you qualified right, it wasn't based upon, you know, your credit. Well, credit had something to do with it, but that's what you paid. So if you had the money, there was no secret. Hey, look, you got the 12 stack, you got the 3,500, whatever it is that they require down. You know, you remember a couple years ago, they had all those Freightliner Pro Stars and stuff over there. They wanted $2,000 down, $899 a month for 14 months, and the truck was yours. Then they had those deals and stuff where them trucks went, they was over there in Nevada and stuff, right? And so if you want the truck, they pay for your plane, they pay for your transportation, all that stuff, and I think they give you a full tank of gas. If I wasn't mistaken, it was some kind of special. I think they either gave you they paid for your plane ticket or they paid for the fuel. Did I say Freightliner Pro Star? I meant to say International. My bad. There I go, misclassified stuff. I'm sorry about that, you know. I'm sorry about that. But see, that's the ridiculousness and stuff in the industry. So I'm saying now, you know, just to be fair and stuff, to see if anything changed though, the car. You go over that Ohio truck sale, they dropping prices now. You know, they dropping their prices and stuff now. I mean, it's still 40%. You know, no matter what truck you get, it's 40%. But I'm saying, I mean, you know, what do you do in a situation where you can go over here and you can get the actual truck that you want? Now, yeah, it got, you know, it got over 1 million miles on it. It got over 1 million miles. Some of them got over 200 million and stuff. But I mean, you know, you like what you like. You know, truck take a lick and keep on ticking. But I'm saying, I mean, you can get that, get the truck that you want, or you can take your chances out here going to get these new trucks and stuff, you know, $200,000, you know, $200,000, and good luck trying to secure some financing because, you know, now Lone Mountain is a bank, right? Lone Mountain is a bank. So if their interest rate is 42%, then you know all the other banks, if you ain't got at least 30%, you might it ain't no point of you even going over there and talking to them. I mean, truthfully and honest, if you ain't got 30% of the value of the truck and stuff, then it ain't no point trying to talk to them. So, hold on, I'm trying to pull this page up now and stuff, so, you know. So you know, I mean, there it is right there. You know, 15. I still wouldn't mess with it. I wouldn't mess with it. You know, see, oh, they dropped the 2K. They dropped the 2,000. You know, dropped the 2K. But see, you know, look at the miles on 820,000 miles. So if he ain't did nothing to it, man, you gon' get ready. You know, and the other thing that they always talked about is that, you know, when your truck went and got the surgery or whatever, right? That's supposed to drop the price. That's supposed to drop the price and stuff, and you know, you can't sell it. That's all they was telling you back in the day. Like, man, look, if you get that thing, you know, if you get the surgery on it and stuff, man, that's gonna drop the price. That's gonna drop the price to a point where you can't sell it. So, if I'm not mistaken, come on, pull this thing up. You say no pack car. Hold up, let's see. Oh, it's got a PTO on it, so what is it I'm looking for? It's 13 speed pack car suspension. All right, so why would you want to sell a truck? Because it's a seller's market right now. It's a seller's market right now and stuff. You know, folks still going, you sell a truck now, like, man, hey, look, people gonna buy it. All right, so nothing really spectacular about it, but like I said, when folk was talking about, oh, if you went and got the surgery on the truck, that was supposed to bring down the price of it. I'm trying to think if I can find one up here that's had it done. Alright, so you know what, this thing ain't acting right. But you see the prices and stuff, right? 67,000, 64,000. They dropped the price on the $8,000. This one $99,000. What kind of truck is this? It's a 14. It's a 14 W9. 99,000. So you know it got the 550. It got the 550 Cummins in it. So you know 878,000. So you already know it's about time to go in there and stuff and get that thing tightened up. You know, 99,000. Okay, so this the type of stuff. Well, you know, 235,000 miles on the engine overhaul done at Patriot. So in Wyoming with paperwork. So you see, like, well, okay, you know, this is what you jump at. You know, something like that. You kind of in the safety zone and stuff. But you know, some of these things, what's the word I'm looking for? Emissions modified. This truck right here, 2012. 99,000, right? 99,000 stuff got, overhaul and stuff, 85,000 miles and stuff ago. DS LLC mobile, so they got paperwork on that, so that mean they got warranty or whatever. So you see, that's what I'm saying, like, you're looking over here, 72,000. You jump down to the 07s, all right, I don't want no emissions. I don't want no emissions on the truck and stuff, 77,000, right? So you paying that a year, they dropped to 4,000, so, I got 400,000 miles on the swap in the engine with board, one and third. Yeah, that don't really mean nothing, but they're just saying they put work into it, right? 71,000. Reduced price and stuff, man. You can even run the, and your ELD exempt on the 06. 71,000. Another ELD exempt and stuff, 200,000 miles on the end frame. You know, 300,000 on the engine and frame. What they want for that truck, 64,000. So, but you're getting somebody lease program. You're getting somebody lease program and stuff and pay for a truck that you really don't even want. And then you can get stuff, and then you can get trucks like these. And then you get trucks like these and stuff, guys. You mad, you giving another year. You giving another year and stuff. After the election season and stuff, that's when things gonna price. Now they gonna have all the inflation and stuff under control and stuff. Then and things gonna get back to normal. Then what? So now you paying for overpriced. Now all your stuff is overpriced. 300,000. Then you getting over here and stuff, and now you getting over here and you seeing these trucks and stuff back where they used to be at. Freightliner Cascadia, they sell them for $16,000, $17,000. They had all type of work and stuff done to it, and then you stuck in this lease truck. You stuck and comfortable in this lease truck and stuff, paying them $1,400 a week. So you got to get out of that frame, that mind work, man, of that ridiculousness. If you don't know where your credit and stuff is, and you saying that, well, oh, look, I want to be into this business and stuff, then you got to get that mindset of learning where your stuff is and doing something about it. If it ain't where it needs to be at and stuff, you need to put it there. I seen, what's her name? Shout out Trucking with Blue Money. Trucking with Blue Money and stuff, man. I'm like, that cat, shout out to that dude there and stuff, man. Sat there, got that credit card, got his credit limit up to $20,000. Throw his truck, he went on here and threw the truck in there. That before he got the credit card, throwed it in there, got that transmission and stuff done out there running that grain. Man got that daggone Peterbilt and stuff up there running in the snow in the summertime. But yeah, shout out my man Trucking Blue Money. Yeah, it is, the thing is, don't feel bad that you don't know about stuff in business. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel, nobody comes into this industry knowing anything. Cause the best people that can teach you how to not get robbed, right? The best people that can teach you how to not get robbed are the ones that got robbed. The ones that got robbed and stuff. When somebody, look, when you had a gun to your temple and stuff, they say, man, give it up, and you had to give it all up. I can guarantee you, he won't get robbed again. He won't get robbed again because that person is going to be fixated on the fact that, man, dude, I slipped so bad and stuff, man, and I almost died as a result of it. So, man, they get familiarized and stuff, with protections and, you get familiarized with protection mechanisms and stuff like that. They're the best people that know how to work with the hardware. The one that had the stuff done to them before. Some folks and stuff like, man, I don't want to listen to this dude because he lost everything. Dude, that's the best person that can tell you how to get back on your feet. The one that done lost everything. Because when he done lost, he ain't gonna lose again. And he gained everything right back and stuff like, okay, well, this is why I messed up at. So, you know, this trucking thing, they don't tell you nothing except, okay, here your license, here the truck, take the load up the road, and you're gonna make a whole bunch of money in the process. But they don't teach you about all the sciences and stuff that goes into it. They don't teach you about all this science and stuff that go into it. You see the same thing and stuff. All the trucking companies are always hiring. They always hiring and stuff, saying you can make 6 figures over here. Our best drivers over here making 6 figures. And so, you know, you figure like, all right, my truck gonna always stay moving because the economy is gonna always need stuff. And so, you know, you don't learn about them tough areas till you get into this stuff. Like, daggone, I got a load going to Florida, but then you stuck in Florida for a whole week because they over here trying to look for some freight to get you out of here. You know, you go to certain parts of the country and stuff, and you always running, but then you go to other parts of the country, and it's not so easy to get you in and out. You know, you don't learn this stuff until you actually get into it or somebody tell you about it. But, you know, you never feel bad because you never know, because you don't know anything getting into nothing. And you're going to mess up. But the only way that you're going to learn from this stuff, man, hey, look, sometimes you got to stump your toe. You got to get a couple bruises and stuff on, you know, until you get better, until you get good at it, you know. But I know this whole mentorship and stuff that kind of confuses people because, you know, mentoring and stuff is supposed to be based upon optics. So when you're looking at a person, what you're looking at is what they got. Like, oh well, you know, if he got like he got like $100,000 car, he living in his house or whatever, stuff like that. Like, hey man, you know, he riding around and getting. And to a point, that's what it is. But you know, a lot of times that's the hustle too. That's the hustle too and stuff. You know, mentoring is not based upon optics, but information. So when you get a chance and stuff to sit down and start talking to people about the real sciences into this. Some folk just don't know. They just get up here, post a bunch of nonsense, and then when they decide to go live, they in the gym. You know, they in the gym and stuff, lifting weights and stuff like that. How come they ain't sitting down giving you a breakdown? They giving you a break by break portfolio about what's going on in the trucking thing. Just a bunch of strong words talking about, man, you know, I did help do this and I helped do that. Okay then, so when you start pulling resumes, who these people that you so-called help? You know, shoot, let them do the talking, man. If you help them so much and stuff and your mentoring program is so good, where's your testimonials at? Because if you saying that you help people get out of jams and stuff where they almost had to pay $200,000, I think they would jump on your feed and start, you know, giving testimonials and say, hey man, look, this guy helped me through this. I was going through this or whatever, and he guided me through it and helped me save this money right here. You know, you can toot your own horn all you want to, but I'm saying, I mean, where's the testimonials for the people to say, man, yeah, you on point? You know, because I'm going right down in them comment sections and stuff, and I'm saying, okay, where's your cheerleading squad at? Because if you help me save $200,000, then of course I'm going to get up here and stuff and start shouting you out. If you running a good deal and stuff and a good business, man, yeah, of course I'm going to shout you out. You know, your stuff is on point, yeah, I'm going to check you out there, you know, like my man JTT tired now. You know, the man done improved on his business. You going there now, it's like, man, you in and out there and stuff about 10 minutes. You know, man changed, let's see, he changed, 5 tires on my truck? Dude changed 5 tires. You know, that crew jumped on that truck and stuff, man. I'm like, shoot. they had all the tires changed and back on the truck before I could even come to check to pay for the daggone stuff. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. If you start a mentoring program and stuff or whatever, see, people go based upon optics. And I don't do the optics thing. I go based on the sciences. I go based on the sciences because I ain't got time to be playing dress up. I mean, don't get me wrong now. I mean, if you like the suits and the cars and all the other stuff there, that's cool. But my information, man, just keeps me on the point to where I'm just always constantly researching. So I ain't got time to play dress up. Put on the nice tail shoes and all that other stuff there, man. I'm like, look, you ask me something, if I don't know, I'm gonna go find out, and I'm on it and saying, all right, how much time you got? How much time you got? Because I'm gonna need about a couple hours and stuff, right, to get you familiarized with this thing that you're talking about. But I ain't got time to be playing dress up. Like, don't be looking at me and all the rings and all the, because I ain't into that. Rings and jewelries and fancy cars and stuff like that. That's not me. They ain't what I do. So if you're looking at it from an optic point of view and stuff, then man, like, yeah, well, Rooster, he just always in his truck and stuff like that. Hey, that's just me. That's how I do things and stuff. I'm like, man, look, I'm not about to go out here and spend, you ain't gonna see me with no Versace or Louis Vuitton and all this other stuff there and there. I mean, do it. That's just not my thing. Fancy restaurants and stuff, like I'm gonna go live and stuff inside the restaurant. Well, I know I can't do a bunch of talking, right? You over here inquiring about asking questions. I'm just showing you, okay, I'm in this fancy restaurant and you probably got a question concerning trying to either get into the business or you at this particular junction in business. So that's the thing there. I'm like, look, I go on the basic stuff. I mean, I'm kind of sad now because I'm like, August coming up. That's why I went to California last year. I want to go this year and stuff, and I can't go. I can't go and stuff, man, because, I do stupid stuff. Like, I do stupid stuff, man. And so now I got this daggone dumbtail claim on me that I got to pay. And then, here's the silliest thing about this is that, why I say I had to challenge it, because, these folk had the nerve to sit there and call me and ask me, do you want to do that load again? That same load that I suppose that messed up, they want me to go right back down to the same place, load it up and take it right back to the same facility. It's silliness and stuff, man. I had to tell them, hey, listen, do you think it's wise and stuff to send me over there with what I'm going through and stuff with this load? Do you think it's wise for you to send me over here with this potential claim and stuff that I got against me, to go into the same customer with this same load, with this mindset that I got? Do you think that's wise? No, I don't think that's wise. Well, okay, all right. Couldn't wait. First thing they seen, where you going? Oh, you going to Carolinas? Yeah, hey, go right over here and do this same load. Like, man, and I'm sitting there like, that was my money and stuff to try to, do a little bit of traveling and stuff like that. I wanted to see how the California-owned operators and stuff was doing this year. I wanted to see how the California-owned operators wanted to do this year. I mean, how they were doing this year, cause, slide over there to Vegas. I wanted to go over there to Vegas, check out them, check out Las Vegas, Nevada, right? So check out the Nevada-owned operators and see how they doing, See if I can get another interview and stuff over there. That's all I'm saying is this. I mean, and so, in any hopes of that and stuff, it just dashed on the rocks and stuff. And I'm sitting over here, I already had to deal with the fact, yeah, you know what, yeah, I messed up, right? So I just go and pay the claim. This came from the I just had to buckle down. Yeah, I'm gonna go and pay the claim and stuff, right? I mean, it is what it is at this point. and then just add insult to injury. I was saying, like, I thought, man, dude, I thought they was just joking around and stuff, right? But no, we dead serious, man. Listen, when you get low, when you get done, can you go over there to this place, pick this load, go right back over here? Man, no, dude, it ain't wise. It's not wise to send me over there. It really isn't. Right, it just, man. I mean, that's the thing. There, just go over there and check them out, see how they doing. But that's where I'm at on things. So I said, man, well, I got to get back out here. I got to start doing my live feeds, guys. It's just, you know, the ridiculousness and stuff is just getting out of hand. They trying to normalize this stuff. Like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's cool, man. Oh, it's cool to pay. It's cool to pay $300,000 for a truck when you don't have to. Because the truck ain't even gonna hold value. It's not even one of those trucks that people gonna hold value. I mean, 4 years from now, that truck will be about what, 12, 13,000. Buy one, get one free. That's the way these Cascadians used to be and stuff. The Cascadians, the Pro Stars and stuff. Buy one, get one free. Buy one and give it to your friends and stuff like that. Give one to your family. If you catch the right person in the right, they might even throw a trailer in there and stuff, man. Appreciate the purchase, huh? You get your pick, dry van or flatbed, whichever one you want. So I figure like what, next year probably go right back to that. They probably do a 1 for 2, buy one get 2 free. They so flush with equipment and stuff, man. Get this stuff out of here, like, dude. We done made all our money back and stuff from all that flexing y'all was doing back in 2020 and 2021. Folk got the nerve to sit there, man, why gas so high? Yeah, well, y'all remember what you were doing in 2020 and 2021? They shut everything down and stuff, and folk wasn't making no money like that. Like, people weren't going nowhere. They had all the stuff shut down. Man, look, they gotta do something. Once they got their money back and stuff, they're like, okay, yeah, we earned all our profits. All right, let's go on in and drop this stuff down. Okay. Yeah, the war's over and stuff, man. It seemed like Putin done backed off, and the troops and stuff have retreated back to Russia, and Ukraine is back up and running, and they're gonna need resources and stuff for a little while. So if you guys want to go over here and interested in driving a truck for a little while in Ukraine, come on over here. Job starts at $500,000 a year. Just saying, get your passport. Get your passport and stuff. If the Democrats win and stuff, well, you got to get vaccination too. So make sure you get your vaccination. But you gotta say, you keep an eye on this stuff, man. Just, man, you let everything ride on now. Come January, gas will probably right back down to $2, maybe. Probably around 3. Diesel fuel be done drop and stuff, and then of course the rates are gonna drop right on along with it. So, oh man, diesel fuel is $3 is $3 something a gallon stuff, man. So, all this load right here for 88 cents a mile. Yeah, okay. That's with the fuel surcharge. Yeah. Take this load, it'll be 88 cents a mile. So, and the other thing and stuff that was kind of disappointing to me and stuff was that 85 stuff, right? I'm like, that was real disappointing, man. I'm like, it should have never went down in California the way it did. I'm like, when I went to Long Beach and stuff, man, and seeing that stuff, and I'm like, y'all should have been telling me what I was gonna be prepared for when I went to Long Beach. Cause dude, when I went to 85 ain't hurting the California owned operators. No, they ain't, the ones that prepared and stuff. But I'm just saying is that I mean, just understand the ridiculousness in it. Now, what people was complaining about was the companies that they was working for, they had to be independent contractors, and because of them being independent contractors, they wasn't able to partake in benefits and make the money and stuff that they were supposed to make, and make them run illegal and all this other stuff here. And who they was talking about was your Ubers and your Lyfts and your Grubhubs and all this other stuff there, right? So that's what they was talking about, those independent companies right there. So they pushed AB5, right? They pushed AB5, and the only thing that AB5 did was solidify the fact that app-based companies cannot be touched now. So if you got a business, you can't compete no more. You can't compete because the people that work for you, you got to pay them a certain wage. You got to have insurances. You got to have all this. You got to have all the set-asides set up from the beginning in order for a person to work for you. Now, when you was an independent contractor, it was an independent contractor. Hey, they set the rate. They will set the rate and stuff like that. You go over there, sign on to the authority, get the little stuff that you need, and go. And now you in competition with the other people that's over there. So Gavin Newsom, now they created AB5, right? But right when they passed AB5, they put out Proposition 22. At the same time, they put out Proposition 22 that said you could be an independent contractor as long as the business is app-based. So the stuff that folk was complaining about, all your Ubers and your Lyfts and all that other stuff there, and they making millions of dollars, and you over here just making $9 an hour and stuff over there in California, you just solidified the fact that the only way you can get employment now and stuff is if you go there, because nobody else is going to hire you. Because they can't afford the insurances, they can't afford the overhead. So they saying, well, I can run this thing myself, but you're going to see they're going to be out of business because they got to cut the workforce down. So you're going right on over there and stuff to, you're going right on over there to get that dumb tail thing put on your freaking window and stuff to take folk around and get suspended because somebody left 1 star and stuff because you told them that they need a mask to work in, to ride in your car and stuff, or all this other dumb tail nonsense that you see these folk do. App-based companies can still hire independent contractors. But I thought the whole purpose of creating AB5 was so that the people of California can get protection in the places of employment. Because truth be told, wasn't that really wrong and stuff with people leasing on over there. They understood what was going on over there. A lot of guys that were leased on in California was running them containers out of the port. And so, they got stuff. I mean, it was a bunch of nonsense and stuff that went on. I looked at, what's his name? Vic Mick. Vic Mac. Yeah, I was looking at Vic Mac and stuff. And so I've been watching Vic Mac videos for years. And so I'm like, daggone, I ain't, the way they was treating that brother and stuff, I'm like, good gracious, man. They would just come with, but I mean, he just, he was just one of those guys that was prepared and stuff. That was a long time ago. But I was like, shoot, that's that get down over there. Then I can kind of see, I can kind of see it, but then the way I can't see it. I'm like, but I mean, they did it to themselves, and they didn't solve nothing. That's the whole thing there and stuff with the AB5 joint. It's just, you didn't solve nothing. You didn't solve a doggone thing, because if you created a proposition that protects the company from the very things and stuff that folk was complaining about, then what did you solve? What did you solve and stuff, man? So you gave them an exemption, but you supposed to be protecting the citizens of California. Like this, it never made sense to me. That's why I said, like, I don't really use like Uber and Lyft and all this, Amazon and stuff like that. That's why I don't really use those company cars. I'm like, You know, it just it's too much nonsense and stuff that just go on in there. And then when folk complain about it and stuff, they get certain things passed that's hurting outside entities and stuff and only empowering the very corporation and stuff that people were talking about. So I mean, you hustling backwards at this point there. These lease programs and stuff are predatory. Like, yeah, okay, so but we've been telling y'all for years and stuff they've been doing that. Just use the program and stuff to the advantage. Use it to your advantage and stuff to get what you need and stuff. And once you get what you need, then get on out of there. But you go in there and you get comfortable. Oh man, you making money and stuff at first. You stick it to the goal, but then it just you start getting comfortable. You start going to them chrome shops and stuff, and you start going to them chrome shops and going to them sticker shops, and now you got your name all posted up all on the truck of your favorite football team or baseball team or whatever. Got your picture all over a truck that you never gonna own. So I'm saying, I mean, that's cool. Just do that with the truck and stuff that you want. The same people over there leasing the truck, you can go right over there across the street. You can go right over there across the street and stuff, man, and can get the truck right out, just get it outright. Woody was doing it. He just got too carried. Woody just got too carried away with it. He got too carried away with it and stuff. But I mean, he kind of understood it. I mean, it just, Chris didn't help this dude out and stuff. Where now, like I said, I don't understand that. Like, dude, you riding with this dude to Alaska. You riding with this dude to Alaska and stuff, man. I think RTS portfolio and stuff. I mean, it's a couple. It's in the high millions and stuff. If I ain't mistaken, around I think around 60. I think it's either 60 or 80 million. Probably more than that now and stuff. That's their portfolio. So you sitting over here with this dude here running this operation, and you saying that, well, okay, y'all ain't gonna talk about nothing but just the open road and all that stuff there. Man, I would have been in there cracking that dude's head open. Like, man, dude, you got to tell me how you got yourself established, man. Downloading all the information, but it's like, just got up here and play a game. Got over here and played a game. Played everybody and stuff. And so I mean, man, I'm saying his business is solidified now. His business is solidified all by them YouTube guys and stuff. Your Loshans and your Loshan, Trucker Brown, Party Hard, Little Guy, Woody. Who else was over there? Trucker Jukebox. You had all the YouTube and stuff that was over there. All the YTTA, I know they were there and stuff. YouTube Trucker line. Everybody was up. Only person that didn't go over there was the Wright brother. And I think, the Wright brother, he was on his way over there. But something happened. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they got everybody over there. Made all that money and stuff and solidified that man's business. And so, I mean, now, now you don't even hear from these cats and stuff with some of them anyway. I mean, just, I don't know, man. Hey, so I kind of feel myself rambling now, man. So if y'all guys got any questions or whatever, just go ahead and fire away. Just go ahead and fire away and stuff. And so hopefully we can keep this thing going, guys. It's just, y'all got to forgive me for not going live. It's just, it really ain't no excuse for it. Just, you say that you got time, and then the next thing you know, once you pop them brakes and stuff like that, man, you jump in the back door to sleep. You can't be doing lives and stuff 6 o'clock in the morning talking about dropping information. Like, shoot, everybody either sleep or they up riding and going to work. So But if any of you guys, if you at home and stuff, man, you know, for the 4th, y'all be careful out there, cause, you know, I ain't got to explain it. Just don't get caught with your pants down and stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying, with the drinking and stuff like that. You know, you're gonna cook and grill out and stuff. You know, just do it in a safe environment. All the way jacked up. But yeah, so I'm still here. I'm still doing the thing. I'm still doing the doggone thing. My contact information's up here on the YouTube page and stuff. I say as always, text me first. Let me know who you are. Let me know what let me know who you are. Let me know what your call is, what your question is, and stuff like that. I'll let you know when I'm available, and go ahead and go into constructive dialogue. Hey, you still in Colorado? Hey, Chase, now you still in Colorado? Cause it dude, it's funny. It's funny. Oh, your truck over there, not you. Okay, all right. Hang on, okay. All right. I mean, yo. Let's see. I fly to Texas to get my blue truck and take. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So. I'm telling, like, man, you make me want to go get a PTO and stuff and come on down there. Lord knows and stuff, man. I need a break from this crap here. I ain't kidding. $18.5. All right, shoot. $18.5 and stuff. All right, man. Hey, here's what it doggone is. Continue to keep doing your doggone thing, man. You know. Yeah, continue to keep doing your doggone thing, cause man, this crap here, boy. I'm saying this whole claim nonsense and stuff. Just, man, you talking about something depressing. And it happened on my birthday out of all days. Like, I'm sitting over here delivering in Boston. Like, man, I never would have thought, so on my 42nd birthday, I'd be out here delivering freight and stuff, and deliver the loads safe. I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna go get me some birthday cake or something like that. And then here they go calling me, just ruin my whole day up. Hey, look, we need you to take the trailer over and get it downloaded and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, all right, what's going on? Like, shoot, just had my whole day plotted out. Like, all right, once I get done, I'm going to get over here, deliver this load, scan this, get paid off that, and go get me some birthday cake and stuff, man. And shoot, I still got the birthday cake, but I just couldn't enjoy it. Like, shoot, you sitting over here, $2,900 load, and you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting a dime from it. You ain't getting a dime and stuff, man. I'm like, that cake wasn't, the cake was good, but it was just something I couldn't enjoy. Like, man, shoot. Hey, come on, man. I ain't getting no money, nothing. Hey, I want to do a little something, man. It's just, I want to do a little something and stuff, man. Like, good gracious, couldn't do nothing but just get some bad news and stuff. Yeah, man, they gonna put a claim out on the load. Like, So the claim, so you know, for any of y'all that know what a freight claim is, don't know what a freight claim is, if they put the claim out and then they solidify the claim, then what that means, you got to pay the what's called the you got to pay the copay and stuff, right? So yeah, whatever the copay is, and then they don't pay you for the load, so you know. They pay you $0 for the load and stuff, so you did it for free. Here it is. You know, I got almost $1,400 in diesel fuel. $2,900 load and stuff I ain't getting paid for it. And then on top of that, now I got to do the copay. So, go figure, right? Yeah, 20 years in the game and stuff, and they asking me something about a trailer, and I'm like, I'm doing some investigating and stuff, but I mean, yeah, it don't even really matter now. It just, it questions stuff. It questions stuff that shouldn't even been questioned. Like, man, didn't you go back there and check the temperature? Like, yeah, I checked the temperature. Like, man, I mean, of course I checked the temperature. If the daggone, if the temperature is, if it's off by any and stuff, yeah, I know how to pick up a phone call. I pick up a phone and call folk and tell, hey, man, look, something going on, man. This reef ain't cooling down like it's supposed to. You got this thing on continuous, so it's always running. You hear the noise and stuff like that. Go back there, you check it. Make sure you got plenty of fuel in and stuff like that, and that the temperature is maintained like it's supposed to. When it don't, it gives you the daggone, it gives you the warning light, which it didn't do. I'm like, shoot, this thing was telling me, they set it at 20 degrees. This thing got down almost 16 degrees and stuff. I'm like, ooh, that ain't good. I thought they were gonna say something about that. They saying, no, the freight was, they said, man, this thing was reading at 50 degrees. I'm trying to figure that out. 50-degree temperature, and the reef was running for almost 2 days at 20 degrees. And then it got down to temperatures to almost 16. So, go figure, right? Hey, you live and learn, man. So, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Go ahead and jump on off here and stuff like that. Hope that this information was helpful. Again, my information is on my YouTube channel. Feel free to text me, let me know you all know what the situation is about as long as it pertains to trucking. I can help you out. Just give me a little time and stuff like that to set some things up, and we can go and construct a dialogue. Hey, listen. Oh, the other thing, I wasn't in Piston, Pennsylvania. That's just where they selling the trailer and stuff. I was talking to Prime. Well, I was talking to Pedigree and stuff, and so that's where they got one to trade. Well, if I was gonna buy a trailer, that's where I would get it from, guys. They got several places all over, but that's the closest place to me. So, but no, I wasn't in Piston. I was just, if I purchased a trailer, that's where I would go to. So, yeah. So anyway, leave y'all as always telling you, man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue your own research, background, and studies. Honestly, your skills every day. Next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, peace out.